Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, let's make sure the audio is working. So let's go to Cam, mic audio. Oh, we're live right now. Okay. All right. So we go to audio. Yeah. Microphone check 1 2. Speaker, do the test. Yeah, wait. All right. Here we go. Let me make sure this is on here. All right. That's better. Woo, that's better. All right. Let me tell you this. All right. Yo. Oh, you got all types of stuff in the comments.
In my comments, I got like stuff, banners that I made.
All right. Yo. There we go. Okay. All right. Can you hear? Oh, you typing something?
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
you gotta bring that proper. All right. So, yo. Hello. What's up, everybody? This is the third time that we are on. We are so sorry. We are so sorry. We're gonna be.
Are we sorry?
Yep. We're sorry for the technical difficulties because it sounded like it was Hurricane Katrina coming through when we were talking. We're sorry. First of all, shout out to everybody. We're not gonna waste everybody's time. It's a Saturday. It's the holiday weekend, and just happy whatever you're doing out there. You know what I'm saying? We just left the KB Day. Still going on. First of all, shout out to the scholarship recipient Tariq Nard. He's a 3.5 GPA student, 4 years in ROTC, and he is a scholarship recipient for KB Day. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. An athlete with some brains. We see you, brother. We see you, brother. Exceptional athlete. I think he signed to MTSU, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
So big, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lamar for that information. He just texted me on that. And but shout out. So anyway, let's just get straight to it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We try to do this often, you feel me? And the title of this is called 10 Toes Down.
I'm letting him talk today.
Why they letting me talk?
Because I'm not gonna be always the one talking like that. We're not
I was the
doing
one
that.
talking last time. We were doing 50-50. I wasn't trying to make you talk the last time. We split that pretty tough.
Okay, all right. So I might split it with you. I just want to see where you're going with this. Like, I don't know where we're going with this. So this is really like a free for all conversation. We might even argue in front of y'all. So let's see how this goes.
Y'all getting the real rap raw.
Yeah.
All right. So the question at the bottom, it says, have you ever had to say face to say feelings? Now, obviously, yes, she wants me to talk because I'm the guinea pig of the situation. I seem to have been going through all of some of these topics that we are talking about. And I do not mind being a doormat to this situation. That's cool. I'm cool with it.
A doormat?
Yes.
Since when?
I seem to be the example of these things that we're talking about.
They don't know that?
They do now. I ain't gonna be, Anyway, have y'all ever had to say face to say feelings? All right. So this ties into 10 toes down. So 10 toes down basically means what we're saying is keeping your same energy, right? A lot of us, I might even want to say, have you ever had to say face to face say feelings? Have you ever had to compromise what you wanted to say to somebody or to a group of people, but you kind of held back from it because you didn't want to hurt certain people's feelings?
All right.
So I'm gonna start with me because I want to make everybody feel comfortable. I don't want to feel like I'm poking at y'all or nothing like that. But you know what I'm saying? I battle with that a lot. I've gotten a lot better, but I used to be a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? I used to kind of hold back how I felt about certain things. Whether it be politics, whether it be history, whether it be something personal, or even just taking up for my belief in something. You know what I mean? I would allow people to say what they wanted to say. This is the crazy thing. People have the guts to say whatever to you, but I always said in my mind, I'm like, why do they feel some type of way when we say it back or when we say how we feel or how I say how I feel? I've always battled that. I've like, people have said some of the most interesting things to me.
I think interesting. Why don't you see? There you go.
What, interesting?
You're sugarcoating. What does interesting look like?
Okay, interesting looks kind of like disrespectful.
Okay,
I say, okay.
Let's keep it funky.
See?
Don't do.
All right, so people have said some disrespectful things to me. People have spoke their mind, which I respect that. You know what I mean? Like, I respect that. But what I tend to do is like, oh, okay, so you spoke your mind, but honestly, what I'm going to say, it might hurt your feelings, and I'll consider your feelings, and I'll just kind of gracefully bow out and let you be king or queen in the mountain. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I don't. Yeah.
What does that look like to people though? Like when you do that, what do you think that looks like?
I think it looks like to them, whether they know it or not, whether subconsciously or consciously. I think that they feel like they can take advantage of you, consciously or subconsciously. They feel like they can say whatever they need to say to you and not get anything in return. Like no rebuttal, no anything. So they'll create this habit of just, every time Roy says something, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say something back, you know what I mean, that challenges him, and he's not gonna say nothing, you know. So I'm just gonna hop on this page, I'm gonna hop in the conversation and just say whatever.
How has that worked for you?
How has that worked for me? Is this about me today?
This is therapeutic. We're just talking about therapy because you know we started off arguing. That's how we started.
We did. So we started off arguing, and look at us now, still arguing. With a smile on my face. No, but for real, how's it been for me? It's been frustrating. It's been stressful. High blood pressure. You know what I'm saying?
You know, the first time you told me that you had high blood pressure, I didn't understand why. And then when I know I did it, then when I observed that you let people do that, then I was like, oh, that makes sense. I'm sorry. Because that stuff gotta mess with you.
That does. It's nerve-wracking. I know y'all hear me out there. I don't even know if y'all can comment on it, but y'all listen. I know y'all hear me. I know there's been times that you compromise how you really felt. You could just be burning inside to say something like, oh, I got something so smart I want to tell this person, or something that's gonna shut them the hell up, you know. But that passive part in yourself says, you know what? No, keep the peace. But
now I will say that, so it's not just stuck on him. I am passive to some people. Like if I feel, you know, like we're friends, or I have a respect for you, I'm not gonna say exactly what's on my heart. One, because I just have that relationship with you, and I'm gonna try to figure out a way to say it to where I don't ruin the friendship. Now, I'm not really good at saying things nicely.
She's mean. She's mean. You're mean, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What other words did I say? What do you think?
I just tell the truth.
Okay. All right. So if the truth happens to be mean, it's so good. But is you say mean, like, is that the point of view?
I think it just comes off mean. I think people have this like perspective of me or my demeanor, and so they take it, you know, a certain way. Like, I don't know, however they feel like whatever they have created mentally of me, then whatever I say is coming from that perspective. But I mean, technically, y'all don't really know me, so.
Well, that's what she said. All right, but look though, she said what she said. She said what she said. But this is for people out there, and this is for me too. And let me just make my public service announcement about that. Like, I'm working on several things in my life, and this is one of the things. All right, listen, y'all. To ones that are listening, to ones that will be listening later, listen. I know y'all see I'm a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Hello, hi, how you doing? How your mammy and them doing? You know what I'm saying? How your day been? Ooh, looks like it's gonna rain outside. You know, I know I come across as a nice guy, and on top of that, I am a nice guy. But what I need you guys to understand is that I can be under a lot of stress because my head is on a swivel trying to balance smiles and cries. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that, dang, people have said things to me that make me want to cry. Like, yeah, dang.
Y'all be stirring up stuff intentionally, subliminally, off the side. And then he proceeds to not say anything, and I proceed to call it out. And so, yes, you be putting heads on a swivel, and I don't care. I'm going to say it right now. I be seeing what y'all doing. I see it. And yes, I be nice by not saying nothing. You're welcome, babe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Because here's the thing. I guess what I'm trying to say is that whatever y'all see me talk about, whatever y'all see me post about, or have seen me post about, know that there was a battle in between that, fighting on whether to post it or not. But what I'm trying to work on now is like, look, you don't like what I say, you just don't like what I say. It's cool. It's my opinion. In some cases, I may lay out some facts there, and I only say is if I'm laying out any type of facts, I'll say go research it yourself. Go research it for yourself before you start to arguing with me about like what's true and what's not. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what they don't understand. I think that you do post things so that you are able to research for yourself and then come back. But I don't think that he posts things for people to be like trying to convince him of something else. I think that you allow.
I don't need y'all to convince me of something. Like I'll say it like this. Like,
what is what?
What is this supposed to be really or to prove?
Hey, I don't know. I don't understand your question.
Let me see like this. So
what
is this supposed to be?
I'm trying to think of when she said that, what did we say?
Oh, I don't know.
Did we say something at that point for her to say that?
Rephrase that question or whatever. I missed that because the comments come up like 10 seconds later. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So basically what we're saying is that speak your truth. Like speak your truth, stand on it. When we say like stand 10 toes down, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us compromise. That's why the question we ask, have you ever had to save face to save feelings? Have you ever considered somebody's feelings and you saved what you had to say? Even though what you may have to say could be beneficial for that person or for that group of people.
Or if you haven't done that, how do you handle it? Do you just keep everything in and then worry about it later?
You really can't keep everything in. I'll say it like this, like you can't. I don't think you can keep everything in. I think you have a choice to say it or not, of course. But if you are in a position where you are an influence and something speaks to you, then speak it. Because there's going to be a lot of people that's going to go against what you're saying, going to say that you're wrong, going to tell you.
Yeah, that's not how you talking to yourself right now.
I know, but I am. Okay. I mean, that's why I said I'm part of it. This is me. I'm putting myself out here too. But I know this. I'm talking to myself, so I won't feel like I'm picking on anybody. I want if it relates to you, then take it. I'm just speaking as if it was me because I know I have that problem. So, I fight that a lot, but I've realized that people around me say what they want to say. Anytime they want to say it, it's like they don't even think about it.
On my screen, and I can't figure out
it's nothing. It's okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So basically, it's not a specific situation. We're just asking a question. So we're trying to figure out how people deal with or discuss how to deal with compromise or compromising too much or keeping the same energy as far as how you treat people or what you do in your life, work, any type of situation. Does that make sense? I hope I explained it. Is that right, babe? Like, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in a nutshell, I know there are times when you have to consider somebody's feelings when it comes to mourning, maybe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Empathy for certain things. Somebody being sick, somebody being in trouble, an emergency or something like that. Yeah. Definitely consider somebody's feelings because you don't know what they're going through mentally. Mm-hmm. But if we're just having just a regular conversation, and there's people, we've all done it before. We'll post something up on Facebook and then you got people coming in your comments like, now, section 2.1374 says that you're supposed to turn right instead of left. I'm like, okay, but you realize I was driving backwards, so my left is my right. People that be like that be microing your statuses, microing your topics of discussion, and make you feel like you just said the worst thing in the world, and everything they say is right because They watch Fox News, or they'll give you a CNN report or AP report, and all of a sudden that's just right just because they said it, and you feel bad about going back and forth with them because you compromise because you may have a certain friendship with them, you may have a certain camaraderie with them, and you don't want to be like, oh man, if I disagree with this person, then they're not going to be my friend no more. They're not going to support whatever we got going on. I was dealing with that, but then I said, wait a minute, okay, but these are the same people that's doing that to me. So it's like y'all must not care about the friendship or the.
Why do you care more about the friendship than they do?
Because I'm just a caring person. Because I really take friendship seriously. Like I really take it seriously. Like if you say you're my friend, okay, I'm like cool. If I say you're my friend, you like you're my friend. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, like most of the time it'll transfer from family, which means I don't have many friends. So there's a huge gap between my family and then like associates. You know what I'm saying? So. Yes, I understand. It depends on the situation. Friends get my feelings straight up. I may be more reserved to someone I don't know well, but definitely depends on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're the opposite. So then basically your friends you're really upfront with, and then people that you don't know well, you kind of step back and not say too much to them. I can see that. I can get that. You
can see that. But this is what I get fussed about though.
No, what he does is different.
What I do is different. But no, I mean I do have a different energy towards people I don't know. Compared to people
but people that you do know, you still be
okay.
You all defend them as if you know what they're thinking.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So fine. I defend them as if I know what they're thinking.
And that's not that.
All right. So yeah, that part. So I guess yes, Lena. Yes, it does depend on the situation, but in particular. I guess what I'm trying to say is,
what are you trying to say?
I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to be working on that. All right. And so what I say is what I say, and I said what I said. Now, if I'm wrong, direct me to somewhere where I can be corrected. Like, don't correct me in a way to where it's like that nana boo boo type thing. Like, I knew something before you. No, like, give me some references. Give me something, because I didn't put it out there to like try to go back and forth and argue with people, but that's just how I feel. Or there may be facts that I put up, and that's another thing that kills me too, though. Everybody has a source. Everybody has a reference that they can reference to. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, who's to say who's right or wrong in the situations? Like, why don't we just look at the end result of whatever we're talking about? Okay, we may say this happens when this happens. Okay, well. What is the end result of whatever our facts we bring to the table? What happens? What is that end result? And I think that'll stop the argument right there. Because I think we spend too much time
going back and forth.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not concentrating on the end result. And then, then it comes back to me to where it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to let that go. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, that's what I said. Like, I feel you, I agree with you. But then deep down inside in my mind, I'll be like, man, hell no. Like, I want to. No, like that just ain't right. I want to say nothing. In other words, I'm just saying, you guys, keep the same energy. How you feel is how you feel. Keep your opinion. Stay strong with it. If you have a fact, lay down the fact. You can defend and work it out. Don't let things linger in the background, or I feel the friendship is open up.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Lynette. I think a lot of times. People don't like to have the confrontation, or what they assume the confrontation is going to be alike. But then also I think a lot of times we know the person that we're going to approach and that they're going to lie anyways, right? So we don't say anything because we don't want them to say, well, that's not what I meant, or that's not how it should have been taken. But so then we say face to say feelings.
Yes, we say face to say feelings, and I guess I'm saying this to say I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Now I'm gonna say feelings. Remember what we talked about before?
I didn't know he was gonna say that, so I mean, like, I'm happy, but I'm just a little shy.
Well, I'm saying I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna say feelings anymore, but I will empathize with anything that you may be going through. That's definitely something personal. But you got your opinion just as well as I got mine. And I've never disrespected anybody's opinion or made them feel any type of way, or yell at them, or just say something that'll make them feel like, dang, I thought we were just cool. You know what I'm saying? I've never done that to anybody. I gave everybody the proper respect anytime they have something to say. It's cool. But the thing is, it's just like when I say something back, it's just we lose it all. Don't argue with someone who is determined to
there you go. So, and there's those are the people that like you'll know, like they're just not going to.
Yeah, they're not gonna fold.
But then, but let me ask a question. Since then, should you be friends with that person, or should you let that situation go? That is, I'm just saying, like, should you continue on in that friendship because there's no real good communication, or should you let that person go? I mean, I'll answer afterwards, but I want to know what you think.
Thank you for sharing, Rakita, and
oh yeah, thank you.
And Markeisha, and I don't lost who else that was. Thank y'all. But yeah. So anybody that's ever been through that, just know you don't have to do that anymore. Speak your thoughts or lose your mind.
Aww.
Royce. But man, because look, man, at the end of the day, man, all we're trying to do is just do some good things for the community. We're trying to raise morale. We're trying to get kids involved in some of the things we'll be doing next year. We want people to be enlightened of what's around them, the resources that are available for them. Bring love back. You know what I'm saying? It looks like this. That's exactly what it looks like. Don't play me. Don't play me. Situationally speaking, create space or let them go.
Ooh.
Create space or let them go. I think that's all I can.
Well, that's all. Thank you. No, I appreciate I appreciate your engagement. I appreciate because what you're saying is true, and so it helps. Like your opinion matters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anything you want to close this out with?
I guess the only thing I will close out with is I would say, just like you said, speak your thoughts or lose your mind. But I think we just got to be honest, because a lot of times we're not honest and then we deal with it. Like we have to hold it, we don't get it out, and then we feel jilted, and then we end up being like bitter and kind of resentful to that person. So just be honest. It's okay. Like if they take it a funky way, and they're really your friend, all it's gonna always come back. They'll be like, you know what, this really bothered me that you said that, and hopefully we can work this out. That's if that's really your friend. If it's not, then so be it. Like that's just what it is. Then you knew what that person meant in your life in the first place. Like if they wanted to keep, if they choose a situation and they want to make it a misunderstanding, then they were never your friend. Like that's just really what it is. I'm just being honest, right?
And I said, how you doing, Amanda Everett? I have friends in my circle I can vouch for that have told me, like, we've got in so many disputes, disagreements, even arguments. But at the end of the day, ain't nothing changed. It's almost like it didn't even happen the day before. You know what I'm saying? Because we know as friends that we're only saying these things because we care about each other. And if you take it any other type of way, you might want to ask yourself how you feel about, the friendship. Because friendships ain't supposed to be like easy to have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's something you got to work for. So when it's almost like a brotherhood, like you're next to kin.
I guess to me, if you have friends that don't push you to be great, then those really aren't your friends in the first place.
Not at all. So if the ones that are not, they really don't even care about it. You definitely speak your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We all got our own different opinions. Sometimes space is needed, and then you come back and discuss things.
Yeah, so I'll give an example. Like me and one of my really good friends, I didn't, she's probably watching, but I didn't show up to the birthday party, and I didn't. Not her birthday party, but the kids. And I was trying to tell her that the kids really, they didn't want to leave the house, right? So she didn't believe, I don't know if she didn't believe me, but, and then, I knew she was upset. So I gave it a few weeks. And then I hit her back like, you good? And she acted like she was okay. I was like, just tell me how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted her to be able to know that, like, how she felt was safe with me, and I wasn't going to take it the wrong way. Because I knew as a friend that I should have went to the party or made the kids go regardless. Because I feel like she would have did the same for me.
And what happened?
And we're good.
And they're good.
We're good.
And they're good. It's just like that. Just like that, y'all. So,
we're good.
I mean, to sum it up, that's it. You cool?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has bad friend moments, though. Like that, too. Like, we all have bad friend moments, you know, where we're not really supportive or we don't show up or we don't congratulate the way we should. We have bad friend moments. I mean, as long as I feel like if we acknowledge those bad friend moments, like, hey, I've been a bad friend, I've seen where this happened in your life, you know what I'm saying? Then that's how you keep the lines of communication open. And you're not saving face to save feelings. You're being completely transparent. Like, I messed up.
So so for future, like, if either one of us post anything that may seem like, oh my gosh, can't believe they said that. Like, listen, don't take it personal. It's one of those things like this. Okay, I'll bring up a situation about American history or Black history, maybe something that you wouldn't, probably didn't know anything about. And there's some people out there that will be like, why are you always talking about history? Why are you always talking about Black history? Blah, 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 blah. In the back of my mind, I'd be like, am I really getting on people's nerves with this, or is it really just don't want to hear it? So I get in that little mode, like, well, maybe they just don't want to hear it. Well, no, I don't care if you don't want to hear it, because it may not be for you. It may not be for you, and for those that are interested, you know what I'm saying? Whether you're Black or white or any other color, like if I speak on anything Black or Black history or anything, it's honestly for everybody, all together, so everybody. Although I'm specifically speaking to Black people, I'm a pro-Black guy, but that doesn't mean that I don't like anybody else. I'm just more concerned about my Black community because, there's some things that we got to work on. You know what I mean? I mean, just keeping it real. Like, just keeping it real. There's a problem. I don't want to help solve it. We want to help solve it. And anybody else that wants to help solve it and genuinely cares, cool. But please don't take it that way as if like, oh, he don't like anybody. No, I love my Black people and I care for them. I realize there's a situation going on. And I'm just giving them more of my energy. And anybody that understands or empathizes with that, feel free. Feel free. Be genuine with it and tag along and support it, even if it's from afar. It ain't about sending money. It ain't about sending gifts. It's just all about, you know what, bro? I feel you. I mean, I can't do nothing about it, but I respect what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Period. Okay.
I feel good.
Yeah, I feel good. So
how does everybody else feel? Do y'all feel good?
I hope y'all feel good. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all watching. This is the 4th of July weekend. We're going to get up out of here. Quit bugging y'all, but thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening.
And if you're still out and about, KB Day is still going on. They have guest speakers happening. Oh my God. I don't know who did that barbecue.
That barbecue was fire.
But Jesus came on through with the barbecue.
Ooh, bars.
Yeah,
Jesus came through with the barbecue. Barbecue. He just said all together. Barbecue. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, we're up out of here, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Here, take that thing down. All right, guys. So we're up out of here. Please feel free to share it. You know what I'm saying? If you ever been through that, please continue to write up in the comments and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We'll be doing this pretty often.
If you watch it after we're done streaming, do hashtag replay. And then let us know how you feel.
Let us know how you feel. All right, guys. We're up out of here. Have a good weekend. Holla back.